Of course, the relationship between the Indian subcontinent and East Africa is a millennium-long relationship. It's basically based on the monsoon weather patterns, which bring these two parts of the Indian Ocean together in a very intimate way. Certainly very strongly in the Swahili language, with particular words of Indian origin, especially the names of plants and kitchen utensils, spices, for example. So all of this is proof of a very intimate and long-standing relationship. One of the examples I could perhaps give you is the word for the coconut, which in most Indian languages is nal, or in the case of East Africa it's nasi, and in Swahili the nasi, the word nasi actually comes from the area around what we would now term Polynesia or Malaysia, that sort of area of the world. There are also other words that are used for different parts of the coconut and the tree. And the word, for example, for the raw green coconut, the madafu, in Swahili, actually comes by way of Bengal and through the sort of area of the, I suppose, the Maldive Islands, that kind of area. And all of this points that that particular plant and its propagation in East Africa arrived actually through the subcontinent. Similar kind of circumstances could be found for other words. Mango, for example. The Swahili word for mango is almost certainly from India and not from South India, whereas the English word mango is from South India. So we're actually looking for an area sort of in North India, possibly from the west coast, with an origin in the word amba. So you get this word embe, maembe in Swahili. There's another group of fruits that arrived a bit later, and they were fruits that were brought from the Americas and taken by the Portuguese to Western India, mainly sort of Bombay, Goa, Gujarat and Cochin, and then came to East Africa. And the most characteristic of these is the word for maize, which in Swahili is mahindi, denoting that it came from India. So it's come to East Africa, but through India. And there are various other words, the word for pineapple, mananasi, from ananas, again from the Portuguese word through India and then to East Africa. So very much the faunal legacy of this contact between Asia and East Africa is very much intact in language.